All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what's up? This is John from Judge Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is for members only. Members only. Members only. So we got the caps cut out. Let me show you. What's up, 87? I got your message, 87. I just hadn't, I looked at it. I'll reply back to you in a second. Hey, there was five nanny does standing in the edge of my yard right before dark. It's about time. So let me try to stay on point on this. So what I did is I took the racks out. What's up, Angie? What's up, Mike? What's up, 87? So I took the racks out. Excuse me. And I put the chain bridge channel in here. And what I did is I drew a circle in the computer. And let me show you what we're going to do. All right, so a while ago, live, we cut these 3/8 plates out, all right? And these 3/8 plates, they go just like that, all right? And then I probably could have cut them a little shorter to let them drop down in there, but I wanted all the room I could get. So we just had to split the difference. And then I'll tack them really good. I got a buddy, I talked to him a while ago. He's got a big ass welder, like a 250 or 300 or some shit. He said, just come on by. And he's got his welder set up with 35 wire. And then I could just 35 wire this all the way around and be good. If I do it with my little welder over there, I have to go buy a wire and change everything up, which I'm going to pay him to use his machine. But I use 23 thousandths because that's what I use, because for metal or for sheet metal, I'd have to make like 7 or 8 passes on this. And I want to make one big root pass all the way around. So that's that. These are the springs that go into these pockets, right? These are the springs. We're going to powder coat these springs. So we're going to get them stripped and cut. These right here, we're going to have to cut this. So what we're going to do right now tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So I drew out, there's a circle there, there's a circle there, and there's 2 squares there. So it took a little bit of trial and error to set up the machine where it needs to be. And then I just kept doing dry runs, because if I tell it to cut a disc out, it'll cut a disc out. But I needed to cut this disc out, because this is 4 inches to the center. That's 4 inches to the center of this hole, right? Which will be 4 inches center to the cylinder, right? To the cylinder, which is 4 inches to the center of that pocket. So when you measure from the frame rail over to the center of that pocket, it's 4 inches. So we need the top part to be center of the pocket, if that makes sense. Because once I put the 9-inch in and we weld up everything on the 9-inch, I'll have to put another pocket, and that's going to set just like that and come straight up through it, if that makes sense. So with that being said, we're going to run another test run, and we're going to watch it. Now, it is going to have a little lead in right here. It's got to have a lead in to cut it, so I'll just have to weld that up. So it's going to lead in right here, and it's going to follow this line close, because I kept running it until it kept going. Now, this circle here, I'm cutting the disc a little bit, about a 1/16 bigger, so it can drop down in there. So if we screw it up, I'm gonna have to go get another plate and have it all done over again. But we're fixing to see what happens. So we're gonna get it a dry run again, and we'll go from there. So I already drew the circle. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. Hope everybody's doing good. I did on the internet, on YouTube and stuff, nobody gives you the measurements of these, nobody. So only thing that I got off of an old video like 15 years ago, somebody said it was a piece of 7-inch channel and 6-inch pipe. That's pretty much it. So I'm basically watched a shitload of videos. Elko shared some videos with me. I just kept looking at it. I would look at stuff in the video that I knew what the size was, and then I would just scale everything, and I kind of just put it all together. So if I seen a bolt on a Cutlass, and I knew it was a 10 millimeter bolt, then I know that was 10 millimeter, and then I would just scale everything in the picture and kind of figure out. So that's where we're at. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. But here's the disc. Yeah, this is it right here. I got to go in here and delete these. All right, so here's the disc right there. I've already got it all set up. So we're going to turn the torch off. This is 1/4 inch plate. So we're going to turn the torch off. We're going to zero all axis. So it's zeroed. We're going to make sure it's in the right quadrant. We're going to turn the plasma off, and we're going to do a dry run and see what. See, it's following my line. Well, it's following it because I told it where it was at. This thing will be more precise than me with a tape measure because this thing, the tolerance on it. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it. Measure 14 times, cut 1. Yeah, it's or we can flick a little water on it. That's what we got the baby powder for. And I'm going to do another video on assembling this, and I'm going to give all the information out there because there's nobody out there giving them information on this. I guess they're afraid somebody's going to make some money or something. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once we do this one, we're going to have to do we're going to do a few dry runs on that one, and then we'll have to do a few dry runs on these because we got to cut these squares out. And we got to cut that one out. So, here we go, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong, it's going to cost me $100 because he charged me $100 to make that channel. So, if it's wrong, it's about to cost me $100. It's going to cost me $100. It's going to cost me one blue strip. All right, boys and girls, we're going to hit the go button. I can live with that. Can y'all live with that? All right, let's go down there and do that one. Got one down and 3 to go. All right, so we zeroed the axis. Probably gonna have to move this over to probably somewhere about right in here. Probably move it over about right here because it's gonna come over and it's gonna lead in 1/8 of an inch. So we're probably gonna put it about, we're just gonna eyeball it. We'll probably put it right there. So we'll slow the feed down to like 50 inches per minute. And then we're gonna move it over just a little bit more. So we moved it over about 1 inch. Let's go about 1 inch and about 1 inch and 1/8. All right, there's 1 inch and 1/8. We'll zero it out because we're on the x-axis. This is x, this is y, the torch is z, okay? Zero it all out so we don't lose our place. Make sure it's still on dry run because we definitely don't want to cut right now, and let's go try. All right, so we're a little bit off. So we need to, we're a little bit off. So we need to move it over. We need to move it over back about 1/8 of an inch, and we need to move it this way about 1/16. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I eyeballed it. I eyeballed it. That's pretty damn close. Mike, let me tell you something. I can walk, I don't know about you, but let me tell you something. I can walk through a store, especially outside, but I can walk through a store. Hold on. I can walk through a store, Lowe's, Walmart, Dollar General, Food King, any store. I can walk through a store and I'll go, the floor is low right here. And people's like, what? I said, there's a low spot. I can feel it in my feet. And it's like, what? And you get back and you look and the floor be like that right there. I hate you sometimes. You know that? Why would I do? What'd I do? What's up, Cuddy? All right, so we're gonna move it. We're gonna move it that way, 1/8 of it. We're gonna move it back. Oh, too far. .125 is 1/8 of an inch, and we're going to move it out about 1/16. So there we are right there. All right, let's go see what we got. I see. Let's just eyeball it. Well, I'm still trying to figure out where the center is on this. Now, they do make this machine, they do make an attachment, this thing where you can scribe it. All right, so it was a little heavy over there, so we need to move, that's where the torch starts and ends. So we need to move it. We need to put it back to the home position, and then we need to move it this way about another 1/16 of an inch. Go back to home. All right, so we're gonna go the y-axis we're gonna go y, which is that way, and we're gonna go negative. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking and watch. All right, we're going. Okay. That's what it is. Let's do it one more time so I can watch it. This drawn circle is a little larger than what I want to cut out. That's why it's throwing me off. See, that's good right there. I did this like 10 times before I went live on the other one. I wanted to see how much it was leaving here. It looked like it was leaving 3/4 there. And that's what I got there is 3/4. So we're going to do it one more time, boys and girls. And then if... it looked like it was running across right there. Yep. All right, so we need to... Last time, fellas, ladies. All right, we sanding it. We sanding it. We sanding it. That'll work. Now we got to cut these out. So let's close this out. Let's go to Fusion. Close this out. We don't want to save it. We want to go to a new. All right, and then, so we got 2 of them cut. So now we got to cut for the tubing. Now we got to cut 2 holes for the tubing. I was going to say Cuban. Cuban cigar. So it's 2 inch. It's 2 by 2. So we're going to make it 2 1/16 by 2 1/16. So we can drop it down in there. So we're gonna make a box. 2.0625. 5. Two point zero 625. No, not for these circles. Not for the circles. Not for the circles. No, I'm not. Because they're just disc. Now everything else I have been saving. 2.0625. Yeah, Nathan, everything else I've been doing, like all those brackets and stuff, yes, I've been saving that. But the disc and stuff like this, no. No, we ain't been saving none of that. All right, we're going to extrude this thing up. We're going to say it's 1 inch so y'all can see it. We got a little block right there. Got a little block. All right, now we're going to go to manufacturing, go to setup, new setup, origin, top left-hand corner, go to stock, no additional stock, post-process, just, we're gonna put 2 inch square. Hit OK. Yeah, because all this junk stuff, I have to go in here and delete it off the computer because I don't want it clogging up the computer. All right, so we go to tool, select the tool, tool library, go to plasma, scroll down to 1/4 inch, hit select, go to geometry, we're going to click the face, the height, then we want smooth edges, Lincoln, we're going to leave it at 60 degrees, and the pierce, we're going to select it. I want it to start in the corner, and then we're going to hit OK. It's going to turn it into a file. Then we'll go to G codes. I spelled square wrong. It took our post. We close this out. Go back to fire control. Go down to the square, hit OK. There's our square, set our program origins, hit the corner, zoom out, go to work 0. All right, now we need to bring it over here to this ought to be interesting. So If that's the origin and it's got an 1/8 inch lead in, it should come right here. I'm just eyeballing it again, Mike. Dry run. Hell no. Oh yeah, you big dummy. Oh me, I changed the lead in. I wanted to try something different. I changed the lead in. I got an idea. I got an idea. Mike was busting my balls and said, "You got." I thought you. No, I haven't cut it yet. Mike said I got all this technology and I'm not using it. So we're gonna start this corner up here, and if it's got an 1/8 inch lead in, that should be the corner right there. See, Mike, I listen. We close. We just need to shimmy it back. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. We just need to shimmy it back just a little bit, Mike. See, I listen to you. I pay attention. All right, so we need to shimmy it back 1/8 of an inch and see what that does. What do you think about that, Mike? Boom, boy. In like Flynn, baby. In like Flynn. Let's test it one more time. That cut down the setup time about, look at her. Bam. Changed the lead in because it was, you know, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Mama said like box of chocolates. All right, boys and girls, let's send it. Let's send it. Send that beautiful bean footage. I thought there was a gap between the tubes. Nathan, what you talking about? Nathan, what you talking about, Bubba? Now, in theory, we should just run it right on over here. Look at that. 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 We just moved it right on over. Bam. No, I thought there was a gap between the tubes. I don't understand. I don't understand the question. This is for the chains. This is for the chains. Mike, I listen to you, man. I listen to you. I listen to everybody. Mike said, you got enough damn technology there, and you say, let's eyeball it. Like we're throwing fucking hand grenades and horseshoes. So I listened to you. I moved it over, and damn, we done already. Yeah, so this piece right here. Now, somebody's probably going to say, you cut that a little big. I did cut that a little big. That's what she said. I bet most of you don't even hear that at night. That's a little big. I did. I did cut it a little big. And the reason why I cut it a little big is so I can get some penetration. Drop it down there so we can get some penetration. All right, so let's do a dry run on that one. Let's do a dry run. Yeah, we close. Go to work 0. We're gonna dry run it. One more time. Send that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, this is the center. I'm sending you. Yeah. This is the center of the axle. And they say you're supposed to measure off. And this is where the chains go. All right, we're going to send it. Hey, Mike, I got a confession to make. The very first program that I made with this software, and I didn't even show you guys, it was the guy I found on YouTube. His name is Splicer Artwork. Super cool dude. The very first program that he done was the easy button. I promise you, right hand of Jesus. He did the easy button. He showed you how you pulled the easy button from a picture to a canvas, done the letters, and then cut it out. He said, that was easy. The whole video was like 15 minutes long. I bet I've watched that video 100 times. I promise you. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link, Mike. I promise you. He made a fucking easy button. He made an easy button, I promise you. I promise you. All right, so, all right, boys and girls, we're going to turn the dry run off. We're going to send it. Send it. Boys and girls, we had just made our very first chain bridge. Everybody give it a high. Y'all hold on a second. I got to get it in a habit. I got to get a habit to put this thing right there. All right, so we're good on that. All right, now what I was going to say. Everybody, give yourself a high five. We just made our first chain bridge. Did you already have one made? We just made our first chain bridge together. We just made our first chain bridge. We just might get, I appreciate that, Cars. I appreciate that. We just might get into manufacturing around here, boys and girls. Look at there. All right, so now we need to cut. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had this piece made. This piece of C-channel, Parsons Machinery. They made this for me, and it cost me $100 for them to make this. They made this. Yep. And then we done all this tonight. We did this live a while ago. We cut that 3/8 plate out on that machine for the caps, like that. So let's So that's 2.5. So if that's 2.5 to the floor or 2.5 to the table, if we cut it 2 3/4, so we need to cut 2 pieces. Where'd you put that piece of tubing at, Nathan? Here it is. There it is. So we're going to take and cut. We're going to take and cut this piece of tubing. Let's just go over here and measure it so I don't have to do it twice. So we are going to, it's 2.5, so it's 8, 9, 10. It's 2 5/8 to the top of the deck. 2 5/8 to the top of the deck. So we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to measure it. And then we're going to cut 2 pieces off. I bet y'all don't know what these are. I bet Chris knows what these are. The things you can accomplish with a measuring tape. Let me go get my chair. Yeah, it's the clips for a metal building. I use it for an angle, piece of angle. Yeah. We're going to be here for a minute. Let's see what everybody said. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate it. I got a necklace on. No, I don't want nothing like that, Mike. I appreciate it. I don't want nothing like that. I got a 250. What? I got a 252 with 35 wire. Well, yeah. Those are good machines, Nathan. Oh, that was funny. Building cruise ships. I mean, my little 211, it'll weld 35 wire. It's wired up 220. It'll wire. I mean, it'll weld 35. Or 30. I mean, I might have to just go buy some wire because I don't know. I wanted to TIG all the tubing and stuff on the rails, but if I go get 30 wire, it won't take as much wire to weld all the pieces. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Man, you put a 2x4 on this thing? I put a 2x4 on this thing the other day because I didn't want to drag out my saw. And just round. That thing cut through a 2x4 like it wasn't nothing. Is that what you use, Nathan? Is that 252? What do you use it for? You use it to weld on ships? Oh. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, the duty cycle on those 252s are a little bit better. Oh, shipping containers. Oh, I got you. You know, the only thing bad about me going live and video, and I didn't have a secondary camera set up to catch everything so I could make shorts. So you know what I do? I go back to my live, I screen record my own live and get little segments out of it to make shorts to put on Facebook. No, I got 220. I ain't got no 440 over here. I don't have three phase. No, I got 220. I can buy a 3-phase converter, and I was going to buy a 3-phase converter one time because I want an iron worker. I'm really looking for like a 25-ton iron worker, but every one that I find are 3-phase. And now 3-phase converters are not that bad. You can get them for like a couple $100. But I would really like to have an iron worker with the shear or with the punch. You know what I mean? Like a 25-ton, at least a 25-ton iron worker. I'd like to have one of them. Yeah, Mac. Yeah, I'd like to have an iron worker, for real. I'd like to have an iron worker, a polishing hammer, an air hammer, or a power hammer, whichever one you want to call it. But definitely a polishing hammer, an air hammer, and an iron worker. Yeah, and a blast cabinet. I like to have a blast cabinet. I got a list of stuff. I mean, I got a list, and I'll just slowly start accumulating it. Just move the card inside the machine. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's cool, Chris. Old metal, old belt drip. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's like Mike at Cornfield Customs. He's got a belt-driven hammer too in his shop. If you ever seen his lives, the belt runs up the wall and comes back down, man. It's crazy. My little Harbor Freight saw. It does good. It ain't the fastest thing, but it does good. That's for sure. I gotta get a daggone gas line for my welder. We're gonna take the, yeah, we almost at 47 minutes. I gotta get a gas line because I've been swapping them back and forth. The one ruptured the other day, yesterday. We just about there. Just about. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta drill a hole in this son of a gun for the grade 8 bolt to go through it. We won't do that on live because we're almost at 60 minutes. JG put a piece of angle. JG put a piece of angle in the saw and cut it on diagonally the whole time. It's oh yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah. What now? Put a piece of angle. Put a piece of angle in the saw and cut on a diagonal the whole time. It is quick. You talking about putting it right there? You talking about putting a piece of angle underneath it? Is that what you're talking about? So are you talking about putting a piece of angle iron under this to raise this up, or are you talking about put a piece of angle? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about taking a piece of angle iron and putting it like that? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, turn it upside down. Yeah, turn it, you talking about doing this? You talking about doing that? You talking about taking a piece of angle and turning it like that? Is that what you're talking about? Like that? The other way. Oh, like that. You talking about turn it like this? Like that? Okay, well I can't use that one because that got pine sap in it. I'll have to go find a piece in the back. Not right now, but I'll try that. That's a good tip. I appreciate that. Let me turn this plasma off because I don't need it no more. We burning power. I'm gonna try to cut the. Oh, no, hell no. That's a great idea. I'll try it. I just don't have, I got a bone pile in the back. and I'll have to dig in that bone pile, and it'll take me forever to dig in that bone pile. But no, sir, absolutely. If it works better, I'll do it. I'll try it. I'll get a piece of angle, and the next time I cut something and I find a piece of angle, I'll say, look, Nathan Price said this would be faster. There you go. Oh, no, I'll give you props. See, that is why I cut it a little larger. Now, does it make sense? Now, when we weld it in, we'll weld it all the way around, and then we'll go from there. Does that make sense? You must be talking to cars, because you're not talking to me, because we're good. Oh, you talking to Mike. He talking to Mike. Yes, yeah, and we're going to, we'll weld top and bottom. Yep. Top and bottom. And we got to cut some 3/16 flat plate. We got to put those back in the thing. I don't want to walk away from this because I don't want this thing to jam up and break my blade. We got to cut. I cut that chain bridge 3/16 and 3/16. So I cut it 3/16 twice shorter. And the reason why is because I'm going to plate the inside of the frame with 3/16 and then slide the chain bridge in there. And then the chain bridge will be welded to the 3/16 plate and not welded to the chassis. So I cut the chain bridge a ½ inch shorter because we're going to put 3/16 and 3/16 on both sides. Oh, you probably got one of them Evolutions, don't you? Mac, you probably got one of them Evolutions, don't you? I've been looking at them. One of them cold saw Evolutions. Which one you got? I know you got one. Hey, what's it going to cost me, Nathan? And when do you want to bring them? And how many are you bringing? And how big are they? 2 foot by 2 foot? Is that what you said? How many do you have? When do you want to bring them? And how much is it going to cost me? Well, there you go. That answered that question on that, Mike. Well, Mike, that answers my question. I've been looking at them Evolutions, so they're junk. 12 by 12, no money. Well, Nathan, they ain't gonna get here. They ain't gonna get here by themselves. $12 by 12 1/4-inch plate. I don't expect you to bring them to me for free. Oh, 3/16. Same difference, 3/16, quarter, 3. I don't expect you to bring them to me for free. I'm gonna build a metal stand. I got some. I went down there and looked today. I went and looked. I got a couple sticks of tubing thin wall. I'm gonna build an upright, and I'm gonna put it right there for the time being. And I'm gonna build it where I can stand up sheet metal in it. Oh, I don't care when you come. It don't matter to me. It'll be the weekday. It don't matter to me. I just need to know how much it's gonna cost me. They work, but it'll burn the shit out of you. Oh, well then I'm not gonna get one, Mike. Because I be seeing everybody be using them. They be talking everybody be talking like they're the best thing since sliced bread. But I know when I worked at K&M, they had a cold saw. And it had solution on it. And it was in the back room. It was a 40-foot table, 40-foot trough. And it was a cold saw. And that son of a gun, it would cut everything but stainless. And then them idiots would try to cut stainless on it and kill the blade. Man, it had like it was big. 26 or 28-inch blade on that son of a gun. And it was a cold saw, and it had it had the cutting solution with it. That son of a gun was nice. Well, you got my number, Nathan. Just text me and let me know. I mean, I'll pay. Yeah, I want to build a stand right there. I'm gonna move the welder. I'm gonna move it, and I'm gonna build a stand. And actually, I'm gonna put it on wheels. I got 4 caster wheels down there. I got in my bone pile. I got 4 big caster wheels. I'm gonna build a stand, an upright, where I can put sheet metal in it, and then like 4x4. I'm gonna make it where I can put 4x4 sheets and 2x2 sheets. You know what I'm saying? Uprights, and then I can roll it out and roll it in. Hey, I greatly appreciate it. Again, if you decide that you want some money for it, text me and let me know, and no harm, no foul, and then I'll let you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a monthly budget that I can spend on stuff, and I got to stay in that budget. So I don't mind paying. If you need money for it, I'll pay it. If you need money to bring it to me, I'll pay it. You just let me know. Okay then. As cars say, my donut money. My donut money. Yay, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's pretty good cut. See, it cuts pretty good if you stay on it. If you walk away from it, it goes crazy. Boy, that right there is nice. That is nice, boys and girls. Look, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I really do. I am tickled to death. Tickled. Tickled to death. Tickled to death. You have no idea. No idea how tickled I am. No idea how tickled I am. So probably what I'm going to do, not live, I'm going to take because I was TIGging today. I got to take the gas line off the TIG machine, put it back on my welder, clean my mess up, police the house, get everything cleaned up, and then clean up all this with a flapper wheel, wipe everything down with wax and grease remover. And then probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to I can't tack these. I need to drill these. I need to drill a hole all the way through these, right? And then once I drill a hole through it, then that's where a grade 8 bowl goes through with a shim and then the chain, right? And then the chain actually, the other end of the chain, there'll be another piece just like this. It won't be welded on this rear end, but it'll be welded on the 9-inch like that. And then the chain goes from here to here. Makes like an X pattern, like the bottom of an X. And that's why they call it a chain bridge. And since these are 10-inch cylinders, the chains, they're 10-inch cylinders, so the chains are 9 inches. So you make the cylinders, you make the chains 9-inch chains for a 10-inch cylinder, so you don't get too much lockup. And then that makes it pick the front wheel up with just setting steel. I am super excited, super excited. So if it was a low rider with nothing, this would be all the way out. This would be on the ground, tucking nuts. So that's that. But yeah, I'm super excited. Dumb question, did you make the circle end cap? Dumb question. Did you make that circle end cap out of the circle drop in the C-notch? This I asked my buddy about getting the dimensions. No. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, cars. Everybody, that's what I'm talking about. No, Mike, I cut that out of this. No, Mike, I cut it out of this. Hold on, let me get my fingers. We cut it out of this piece of 3/8. I got this today. So I got this piece of metal, this channel. Let me clarify something. I got this piece of 3/8 plate. He cut me 2 6-inch discs, or excuse me, let me take that back. I got this piece of flat stock, 14 inches long, piece of 3/8 plate. I got this. He'd cut me 2 pieces of 6-inch pipe, and he actually chucked it up in the lay to make sure it's flat. And the C-channel bent for $100. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I got. All right. Really going to be something to see, JJ. He's got 2 low riders. I asked him, he's like, okay, hold on a second. He's got 2 low riders. I asked him, and it's like, if you find out, you no longer can tell anyone ever. I know, that's what I'm talking about. It's like a damn trade secret. But I'm fixing to blast it out there. I'm fixing to tell everybody. See, that's why, let me tell you this right here. That's why a lot of people in my industry, the paint industry, airbrushing, pinstriping, candy paint jobs, metal flake, once I got to a point where I felt that I was comfortable where I was at and I knew what I was talking about, which every day is still class day, just like Gene Winfield says. And I got all the years of teaching at the college, so I have it on an educational level, bachelor's degree, associate's degree, business degree, motorsports engineering degree, drag racing motorsports. I got all this bullshit, right? All this bullshit. Plus, I got all the years in the world or in the industry working. I got all these training classes I took through Color's Edge, through PPG, through Charlie Hutton teaching classes, taking his classes, working at Richard Petty, working with people smarter than me, and we working off each other. I come to a point in my life, on my Facebook page, I started putting out information. I started putting information out there on Facebook. My Facebook page started growing. My Instagram page, I had over 100,000 subscribers on Instagram. Then I got hacked. Then I couldn't get into it no more. And then they started just posting porn and all this other bullshit. And I tried to prove who it was me and sent Instagram a picture of me and say, hey, this is me, blah, 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 whatever. And I still couldn't get my channel back. So that kind of pissed me off. Whatever. But my Facebook page, I got like 15,000 subscribers on Facebook. And I have a shitload of technical videos on Facebook. I wish I could figure out how to get all my technical videos off of Facebook and upload them to YouTube. Also, I wished I would have done my YouTube a little different. I wish I would have numbered all my episodes from 0 all the way to now. There's no way in hell I'll go back and do it because I got like 1,000 videos online, and there's no way hell I'm going back and I'm numbering them. Somebody else can do that shit. AI can do that shit or something. But on Facebook, I got a lot of hate for me giving out information, just like what Carr said. I would tell it. I would say, hey, you can do this, you can do that. You can do this. I give it all. And people would send me messages and tell me, you need to stop telling information. You need to stop doing this. And then I'd get people like you guys that would say, hey, man, I really appreciate you. You helped me out, blah, blah, blah. I would probably, it's not as bad now as it was because I don't put no technical videos out there on Facebook no more. I haven't in a while. On Facebook, the only thing I do on Facebook is I post shorts from Facebook or from YouTube on the Facebook, and I just post a picture and then I put like a little update of what I'm doing. That's pretty much it. I don't go live on Facebook. Facebook deletes the live after 30 days. So one time I said, look at all the snow falling. Look at all the snowflakes falling. Olin would have loved it. He loved the snow. He wanted to see the snow, and he loves snow. Look at all the snowflakes hitting. I said that on Facebook, and they muted my channel for 90 days. So, and then I got an outdoor channel on Facebook that where I used to go duck hunting and bird hunting and hog hunting and turkey hunting. I wouldn't post the gory stuff, but I would post what we done. I got flagged for that, and I said, F it, I'm done. But on Facebook, I would get up in the morning, and my Facebook Messenger on my shop page would have 30 or 40 messages in it, asking me questions. Now, some of it's stupid bullshit questions like really, dude? Like, really? But then there was people that would sincere, and they would ask me questions. Now I get it probably anywhere from 15 to 25 messages on Facebook on my shop page. Hold on a second. What happened? Hold on. I bet my channel has helped so many people. Man, JG, I stopped by Kelly and got a mortgage. I got mortgaged my property to get a pay. Oh, yeah, Kelly's in Bellflower. Dude, you'd have to give your right testicle for that. He does good work. I mean, does phenomenal. Does phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, I know Kelly in Bellflower. Yeah, hell yeah. Yes, sir. And Travis at Sylvester's Customs, super cool dude. They build $1 million cars. Every car that yeah, he and his brother, Travis Sylvester at Sylvester Customs, he's got a YouTube channel, and he's got a shitload of followers. Super cool dude. I've met him. Some people think he's an arrogant asshole. And Travis Sylvester, if you ever see this video and I said you was an arrogant bastard, everybody thinks you're an arrogant bastard. Everybody thinks I'm an arrogant bastard. But Travis has always been good to me. I mean, we've never, super cool dude. I mean, you know, when you put two alphas in a room, when you put too many alphas in a room, sometimes you get alphas in the rooms that are dickhead and douchebags, and then you get alphas in the room that they feed off each other, and everybody's, you know, everybody's in their own lane, and everybody knows what they're doing, and everybody can learn from everybody, and everybody knows that there's plenty of money out there, and nobody's going to take no money out of their pocket. That's like Danny D, rest his soul. Danny D helped me a lot. I met Danny D late in life, and then Danny D, he passed away in 2019, 2020. And I met him every year at SEMA, and I got invited to his paint challenge that he had, paint or die, and it was invitation only, and I think they only had it like 3 years, and I was in it all 3 years. Looked up to all them guys. There's a lot of people that I've met that are, and then there's some are just absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy, man. Somebody asked me, somebody was telling me the other day that they went to Montgomery Motors, which is the Ford place, and they asked them for a paint job. They want it all over, no color change, no door jams, no nothing. Minimum body work. Minimum. 10 grand paint job. 10 grand. Minimum body work, no jams, no door jams, nothing. And minimum body work, no color change, 10 grand. Starts at $9,000. They came here and said, hey man, they came here and they was talking to me, and I was like, yeah. And they said, well, I've already been to this place and this place and this place. And I said, oh, so you shopping around? Well, I mean, I'm just trying to find somebody within my budget. And I said, okay. And I said, where have you been? And he started listing off the places they've been. And I was like, okay. I said, well, if you don't mind me asking, what prices have you got? And the prices that he got was anywhere from $8,000 to $13,000. No color change, no jams. Now the $13,000 was jams and body work, and minor to mid-grade body work, but no crazy rust repair, nothing like that. 13 G's. And I said, well, that's about right. I said, about 10 or 12 grand. He said, man, I ain't got that kind of money. I said, well, you can drive to Raleigh. And go through Mako and just pick what you want, and you can get like a 2-3. I said, you can get a paint job for less than $5 grand. Drop it off on Monday and pick it up the next Monday. And he said, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And I said, yeah. I know we got off topic, but anyways, yeah. So boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm gonna police my tools. I'm gonna get all my stuff up, clean everything up. I know we got a little bit off sidetrack, but I'm gonna make another video when I put this together, and I'm putting all the information out there. I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna, when I do this chain bridge and it's all done, I'm gonna sit down and do, I need a whiteboard. Square Body ain't a member. Square Body told me he was gonna bring me a 4-foot by 8-foot whiteboard. Do y'all see a damn 4-foot by do y'all see a 4-foot by 8-foot whiteboard in here? No. But I am gonna redo this wall right here. I'm gonna take all these banners down and I'm gonna reorganize them. But I'm serious. When I do this chain bridge and I get it done, I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna have a damn whiteboard up, and I'm gonna go through there and I'm gonna put all the measurements. I'm gonna put all the measurements on there. I'm gonna put everything on there, and I'm gonna make it members only for a while and see if anybody taps in to get the information, and then I'm gonna release it. I would build these to sell, but the shipping would just eat you alive. Be like Limp Bizkit, eat you alive. Oh, is that what you was talking about? Well, this is my sponsor wall. I mean, I can't take it. I can't take this down and not put it up there. So I am going to take Owen's turkey down. Now I wish that I got it mounted, but I didn't get it mounted. But I can still get one mounted. Just won't be his turkey, but and clean up the stuff on top up there. That's some of my son's truck stuff up there. We can take that down, but I got to reorganize this wall. I'm gonna take the Peach Capital sign down. The man that originally painted that was in the 50s, and I got it. That was the original sign from Candor. And then I made him a new sign out of PVC board. I'm gonna take that down and I'm gonna put it over there. And then I'm gonna rearrange this stuff and I'm gonna take my banner and I'm gonna put it up higher so you can see it. But I'm gonna clean this whole wall up. I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, I'm gonna clean all that up. But anyways. I have an idea about parts being shipped. Okay, what's your idea? We're going to go. What's your idea, Nathan? I have an idea about parts being shipped. At least better quality than those last. What's your thing on, I have an idea about the shipping parts. Just ship it in pieces. Yeah? Yeah, we could do that. You know, they weld it themselves. Yeah, could do that. Yeah, could do that too. That's a good idea. I know when they shipped me all the hydraulics, they shipped it through the post office, and the post office hated me. They hated me. I got like 14 boxes through Priority. They hated my ass. So, all right, boys and girls, I got to go. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease, I'm out.